Okay guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're just going to clean up a bit of our code and go through functions and how and why we should use functions in our Roblox scripting. So in the last video we did a fireball, which meant we copied some of our code here for our beam and put it down here. So we've got a bit of code duplication there. And then I've also made a blue fireball, so we've got three lots of code here that we should be able to put into one function. So I'm just going to try and do that. So we need function, we need a function name. So what's this going to be? Probably attack. Think of a name. Probably rename this in a sec, but I don't know, attack skill or something. Alright, so that's our function. We will have some parameters here that I'll kind of add as we go through it. So our function was literally going to do all of this. So apart from game replicated storage on server event, everything inside that is what we need to put inside our function. So I'm just going to cut that. Hopefully I can line this up right. Yeah, it looked like it went in there okay. Okay, so now we don't have player here, so that means when we call our function we probably need to send player. Hopefully we can call it from in here. So I'm just going to copy that. So inside that first one, so we'll probably have three of these lines here where we just call the function, which is going to be a little bit neater than the three of these large code blocks. So we've got attack skill. We need to send the player up there because we need player. So it's just going to be a variable or a parameter, I mean. And then up here, same thing, player. So that's that one done. Character gets a player. We've got a new slash beam. So now it's just a matter of trying to work out how we can manage this so it's kind of going to make sense for all three attacks that we've got. So we've got a beam, a fireball, and a blue fireball. So what do we need then? Let's just rename this to attack, I guess. Just try attack. It wants to clone it. And yeah, so if we send that as a variable, if we send this as a variable, then we should be able to just reuse this. Just trying to think of names to use. So when we call our thing, we need to send a local slash beam is already defined up here. Yeah, that's right though, but we do need to send it. We need to send it here. Slash beam. Okay, and this is going to be our what to call it, attack or skill. We call it skill. So then our new skill is going to be skill clone. So that's that bit done, and then just fix this up. will activate that because that was pretty handy in case accidentally we set it to, when we create our new part, we might set it to collide, so that'll just fix that up. So new skill. Alright, so new skill is going to set it to false, that way it won't get stuck in the player's body. Alright, that looks good. Body velocity. So new skill, just copy these and replace all of those. That's looking pretty good. I don't think we need to do much more actually. So all of this is okay. We've got a player position. New skill is right. We've got a slash hit, skill hit or something. Skill hit. Just a matter of renaming your variables just so they make a little bit more sense. There's something down here, was there? No. Slash hit. Got a new slash beam, that was a new skill. And we're going to destroy it. And there's our end. So that's hopefully it. I think that's pretty good. So we've only had to send the skill and the player. So that should be pretty good. So now we can delete all of this. Hope it works. Probably should have taken a backup. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. So we call our function again inside here. Attack skill, this time we want to send the fireball. So whatever our variable was up here, send the player, send the fireball, and then same again for the blue fireball. And it's much better. We can get rid of all that code, and it's going to be a lot easier to maintain and to make changes in the future if we need to make changes, which was kind of having problems with these fireballs and that already. So when I was making changes, I needed to change it in 2 spots, which is not ideal. So, and there we go. We've got our 3 events that get triggered, and each of these events just calls that function and sends basically the variable of the fireball or the attack that we're using. So let's give that a run and see if it works. That was pretty easy. So I'll update that script. So and that file looks a lot better already. We've got our function, which we'll probably just move the function down the bottom. Yep, move that down the bottom. We've got all our things. That looks a lot neater, a lot better, easier to maintain. Let's play that. See if they all still work. Okay. Well, that one works, that's good. Fireball works. Having a bit of problem with it sort of going out on a round thing. The blue one works. And then notice that first one only went about halfway, so not sure why it's doing that. So, and that one's not going very far. So we've got a few bugs with it, which is good because now we've got that code a bit more organized. We'll be able to easily go through those bugs. Now they seem to be going proper distance. So there you go. We've got a few different skills. That blue one looks nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a loading problem. Let me know in the chat what you think that might be when they only go about halfway. when we first start the game. Is it just a loading problem because we've got to load in all this map, or is it because we've got maybe some potential problem in our script? But they seem to be going the full distance now. Blue one goes okay, so maybe it is just a loading problem. And then I'm not sure why we get this kind of this round. It's kind of going straight now. So we're using, in our script, we're using root part, I think. So we're basically sending it from the root of the body, which is the middle of the body. I wonder how we could position it so it sends it from just in front of the body a bit. That might be a bit cleaner then. Anyway, I'll have to look at that again. If you have some ideas, let me know in the chat. And that's it for this video. Thanks very much.